Rock and roll, October 1960. Rock and roll. Fee-Fi-Fo-Fum, where did you come from? Where you sent from heaven to me? Fee-Fi-Fo-Fum, life is so humdrum, but baby, now it's really heavenly. Fee-Fi-Fo-Fum, there's no denying what's to be and how it's to be. Fee-Fi-Fo-Fum, fate has decided that I'm for you and you're the one for me. Thanks to fate, this romance is gonna be so glad. I'm so thrilled that I can hardly wait. My heart's really gonna celebrate when we're together in the moonlight. When you give me your kisses, sweeter than a sweet sugar plum, I will hold you close and I whisper that I'm in love with you. Fee-Fi-Fo-Fum. Thanks to fate, this romance is gonna be so glad. I'm so thrilled and I can hardly wait. My heart's really gonna celebrate when we're together in the moonlight. When you give me your kisses, sweeter than a sweet sugar plum, I will hold you close and I whisper that I'm in love with you. Fee-Fi-Fo-Fum. Right, okay, so that is actually a B-side, even though it's listed as an A-side on this single that I picked up for 30p in a car boot. There it is. And a B-side is Shortening Bread, but that's the one that charted. Shortening Bread charted. Fee-Fi-Fo-Fum is the A-side, and it didn't chart. Shortening Bread got to number 16 in October 1960 in the UK BBC chart. It was number 27 in the NME chart, which is down there. I'll talk about that in a minute after I've been through the chords. Put a capo on the 2nd fret, so it's A. A, and then the top A there. So G. G. You go in G, F sharp, E, D. G, F sharp, D, E. So and then it's F, V, V. Fa-Fo now. G and an A, O, A and then G and an A, A and then G and an A, but A and A, 6, E, E7, E6, E, A, and a G. Fee-Fi-Fo-Fum, G and an A and then G and an A and then G and an A, A6 and E, E6, E, A7 to go into the middle 8, D. Thanks to fate, this romance is gonna A so glad. I'm so thrilled that I can be your way. My heart's really gonna celebrate. E, sus to E, E7. When we're together in the moonlight, when you give me your kisses, sweeter than a sweet sugar plum, I will hold you close and I'll whisper that I'm in love with you. Fee-Fi-Fo-Fum. So right, okay, so there we go. There's the song. you know, I've done it and I've had it listed out that I've been meaning to cover it for a while. But what was interesting is I was curious to know, you know, how come it's listed as Fee-Fi-Fo-Fum is listed as the A side, whereas the B side is listed as Shortly Bread. It was the B side that charted. So I asked, you know, I asked ChatGTP, and ChatGTP said, well, Shortening Bread was the song that like everyone wanted to hear, and that was the one that like, you know, it was. And it said Shortening Bread was the B-side to some other song by the Viscounts, and he got it wrong. And I said, no, Fee-Fi-Fo-Fum is the A-side. And he was talking about the American version. Oh, you should, you're right. I said, oh yeah, you're right. You know, it's like, you know, it's Fee-Fi-Fo-Fum was the A-side. So I said, okay. And then it just said, would you like me to tell you what it did in the NME chart? So I said, yeah, okay. Okay. And it didn't know. It just charted, but it said that it was Shortening Bread rather than Fee-Fi-Fo-Fum that charted in the NME charts. So I looked it up. I've got this book with a list of all the NME charts. There we go. And AI does not have access to this because it didn't know that it got to number 27, Shortening Bread, in October 1960. So it was significantly higher in the BBC chart than in the NME chart. But, you know, you can beat AI with this book because it doesn't know the information in this book. ChatGTP, there you go. Rock and roll. I'll point towards the camera with the single. Yeah, with the A side, Fee-Fi-Fo-Fum.